Hello, hello.
Are we live?
We are live.
Ah, that's awesome.
Hey,
Hey,
I
how
guess you.
how are you? Look at
I
look at your
guess.
shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't get the memo about this being the holiday episode, did you?
Excuse me. I'm wearing a Wholly's fish shirt from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can't get much more festive than that.
Okay. Uh,
What does your shirt say? I just saw like the word Merry.
uh,
I
there you
really like
go.
that.
Merry
That's
Christmas, you
incredible.
filthy animal.
That
Saw this at
may or may not
Tart.
get brought up today.
Huh? Ooh.
Mm,
Um. Cool. All right. Well, shall we get into it?
let's do it.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to You Have to Watch This podcast. I'm Alan.
And I'm Devin.
And again, it's just gonna be the two of us. Ryan's taking a break from the show, but he will be back. Just he's taking a hiatus for the holiday season.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you tune in for Ryan, you're stuck with us.
But we
Please
still
stay.
miss Ryan.
Please stay. We miss Ryan.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. We're
Yeah.
still fun, I promise.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's each week on You Have to Watch This podcast, we make each other watch movies one of us has never seen. This week, it was my pick to pick a holiday film. I went a little bit of a different route than Devin's last week, which was Holiday in Handcuffs, with a Clusterfunk Christmas, a parody of Hallmark Lifetime Christmas movies. And we're going to get into that. But before we do, we like to talk about things that we've seen in pop culture over the last week. I wanted to start things off a little bit differently this time, though, and talk about the holiday season. It is our holiday special. I wore a sweater. Devin wore a fish shirt. Um, I did something very festive today that I wanted to talk about and show off on the show. I chose a theme for my Christmas tree, and the theme was pop culture.
Ooh.
So I have an image of my tree up here. I told Devin there are a few Easter eggs in the picture that I sent him. Devin, what are the Easter eggs that you found? What little pop culture nuggets did you find in my tree?
All right, here we go. So from top to bottom, you have a Batman or Batmobile plane, bat plane on the top of the tree as the star.
Yes.
Then next to that, you have an Oceanic 6, which is a Lost reference poster. Behind that
Not
is
a holiday. Yeah, not
not a
not not
holiday.
not an Easter egg I was looking for. That was just on my wall, and I didn't feel like taking it down.
What about the Wet Bandits poster directly behind it?
Oh, that's absolutely a holiday
Yeah,
decoration.
from Home Alone 1 because they're the
Yes.
sticky bandits in number 2.
Yes.
Then on the left-hand side, you have a can of instant snow,
Mm-hmm.
which I can't tell if is from something or is just a cool thing to have.
Just a cool thing to have.
It is a cool thing to have, followed
Yeah.
by Lance from NSYNC, and then you
No,
have a
that's
TV
Joey. How dare you?
Ooh, I'm gonna blame the resolution
Yeah.
on that, not my
Yeah.
knowledge of NSYNC. Then you have a TV guide with The Simpsons on it. It says Happy Holidays
Yes.
on the top left. Then strolling down the tree, we have two enterprises, one of which I'm assuming is from Next Gen, and then the other one I'm assuming is from Enterprise.
No,
Damn it.
both from Next Gen.
Really? What's the sleeker one from?
It's First Contact. That's the Enterprise E.
What's the other one? Enterprise F?
D. Enterprise D.
Enterprise D. Got
Yeah.
it.
It's like you don't watch Star Trek.
I don't watch Star Trek. It's weird, isn't it? I also see a Daredevil on the tree, followed by there's a figure I can't quite make out just above him.
There's not a
And
Daredevil on the tree.
No, there's not. On the left, there's a red
No.
man. There's a red action man.
That's not a Daredevil.
Is it Spider-Man?
Yes.
Is it a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
It is a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Looking at the picture blown up, though, that does look like Daredevil.
The eyes look like the face. I can't
Yeah.
make out what's above him though. Is
Okay. That is
that's
true.
not
That
Death
is true.
Star 2?
No, it's Star Wars. That is Chewbacca.
Oh,
his
that is
crossbow.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
The branch makes it look like a circle.
Yeah.
And then above that is a grenade.
It's turned to its side. That's an Iron Man 3 ornament.
That's very cool. And then at the bottom, I see Homer and Bart and Lisa and Santa's Little Helper.
Yes.
And I see Homer in a snowball.
Yeah.
What else am I missing here? There's
You're,
something white off to the right. That might be your wall.
yeah, I think that's just the wall.
Something looks like a cupcake in the center.
Looks like a cupcake. There's no. Oh, what is? Oh, that's I forget what that is.
What is the Batwing from? Is that from?
Batman
That's
Forever.
not Beyond. Oh, it's
Batman
forever. Okay.
Yeah. So you can't really see it in this picture, but the two Enterprises are fighting something. Can you figure out what it is?
What's the Borg cube?
Yep.
Yeah, I see the Borg cube. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
There are some more references on the shelves. One is I have a stack of all my Christmas Blu-rays and DVDs.
I see that.
Um,
Yep, I see that.
And the other one is I have the gold Iron Man from Iron Man 3 sitting like he does in the movie, sitting on the one shelf.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Cyberman.
Nope. It's Iron Man.
I love all of your references. That's very
Yes.
cool. I also love that you have like this stuff to back up a pop culture tree.
Yeah.
And you're not just like, oh, I put colorful Christmas balls on the tree.
Yeah.
So hold on, I gotta know: are you a white light Christmas tree guy or a colored light Christmas tree guy?
This year I went colored lights because my
Yeah.
white lights would not light up when I tested them, and instead of unwrangling them all, I just went with the color lights because I have the smart bulbs in the living room too, so I can make like a Christmas light show with those if I wanted to. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very cool. Or you could convince intruders that there are actually people at your place when in fact it's just you home alone.
that's how I mess with the pizza guy. Keep the change. Keep your change, you filthy animal. Yeah. All right, so we're going to talk about some things that we saw in pop culture this week. First of which, we're recording this on Wednesday the 18th. On Thursday the 19th, the Superman trailer is dropping. They dropped the teaser. They dropped the teaser for the teaser trailer. And they dropped the teaser for the teaser to the teaser trailer.
You told me that this was normal. I've never seen a teaser for a teaser before. That's insane to me.
This is a thing. Like it's an announcement that the trailer's coming, but then they released another thing with clips from the trailer today that have like the Daily Planet and then Lois Lane.
I saw that.
And some things, his cape while he's flying. I'm excited.
It looks good.
My new goal in life is to get this Superman poster on the wall behind me. Because it's just going to stay there. So yeah, we'll probably talk about that when we reconvene after the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Other things that we watched this week. I went to the theaters. I was one of the few, the proud, the not so many.
Not proud.
I saw Kraven the Hunter, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. I went into this with the lowest of expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to say, I kind of liked it.
No, you didn't.
I did.
What? No way.
I didn't hate it. Of the Marvel movies that they've done, I think this is the most well thought out.
In what way?
It doesn't make the mistakes that the other ones do of trying to set something else up and be part of this universe but not part of this universe. Like if you look at this without Spider-Man at all, it works because they don't.
It's just like a good movie.
It's just there was good action in it. I think he did a good job as Kraven, as like the anti-hero type guy. Russell Crowe is just chewing the scenery in every scene that he's in. I kind of enjoyed it. Like I'm very surprised.
How much does it mess with the like Kraven like mythos? Like, because I'm pretty familiar with Kraven as a bad guy. Is it pretty like spot on to his whole deal?
It's pretty spot on, yeah. As far as I know,
that's cool.
I don't know if in the comics his brother is Chameleon.
I don't know if he is either. Is Chameleon in the movie?
Chameleon's in the movie. His brother has a trick where he can just imitate any voice.
Oh.
And spoilers for the end of Kraven the Hunter. Then he goes to New York and gets a surgery and can morph his face into anyone.
There you go.
But they do show him in like the white chameleon face.
What surgery did he get?
A chameleon surgery. I don't know.
That's incredible. Are you gonna make us watch it?
I think I will. Like, yeah,
You should.
like if I made you guys watch Madam Web and Morbius, I'm gonna have to make you guys watch this.
You have to.
But yeah, outside like this of those three films, this is definitely my favorite. I don't know if I like this more than I like some of the Venom stuff because at the end of the day, Venom is just kind of fun to not take seriously at all. You can kind of take this film a little bit seriously. So
Is it more like, because I think Venom at one point is just kind of tongue in cheek, right? Like,
it's very Venom's very tongue in cheek. This one is very like, yeah, we're just gonna go for it, and here's your R rating, and he's just gonna kill every like the first kill he does with like a bear tooth.
Okay, sure.
From a rug, like or maybe it's a tiger tooth. He pulls it out of a rug and just stabs the guy in the jugular.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Good. I want to watch this now. I mean, I don't want to like devour it, but like I want you to make me watch this.
Part of it takes place in London for you. So
incredible. Where in London? Is it Trafalgar Square?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Buy a ticket, man. We're here.
I know.
I'm working on anywhere.
I'm working on it.
Good.
Okay. Let's move on to what you watched this week, which is Carry On with the Wayward Son himself, Taron Egerton.
Yeah, this was really good. This was a Netflix show that I'm pretty sure I accidentally watched on the day it came out. It was, or not a show, it's a movie. Sorry, I loved it. So somebody or it said that it is a mashup of the movie Phone Booth and the movie Die Hard, and probably specifically Die Hard 2 'cause it takes place in an airport, and it's really good. The whole deal is that Taron Egerton is a TSA agent who's working one of those scanners, and Jason Bateman gets a little thingy in his ear and says, "Hey, a guy's gonna come through in a red hat with a suitcase. You need to let that suitcase through and don't check it, or your girlfriend dies." And like hijinks ensue, and it was really good. I also just love seeing Dean Norris again, because like I haven't seen him in anything from since Breaking Bad.
Really?
Better Call Saul. That's it.
Okay.
I haven't seen him outside of that universe, so I'm like happy to see him again.
Okay. I haven't seen Jason Bateman in anything since Arrested Development.
Ooh, no, we saw him in Game Night.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, you said hijinks ensue. I just picture him on the phone being like, I don't know what I expected.
Listen, I think I love Jason Bateman as an actor. I think like I just adore his line delivery a lot. Yeah. And this is a very different role for him. He's not playing the comedic straight man. He's playing a bad guy.
Yeah, I've got a Jason Bateman story. For some reason, my phone decided to subscribe to Smartless.
Yeah.
So I finally listened to that.
Yes.
I just listened to the one with Denis Villeneuve.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I know you've mentioned that that podcast before. I'd never listened to it.
You enjoy Smartless?
So, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
In the chat, Ryan says, I second that opinion on Carry On.
Oh, did you watch Carry On too, Ryan? I was just going to make the thing that I think you would like Carry On. So that's very cool.
This is on my... If I can figure out my Netflix account, I will watch this, but I'm having issues with Netflix right now. So
Netflix doesn't allow password sharing. Otherwise, I would definitely let you do that. Yeah. And I definitely won't after the podcast.
Yeah. Definitely not.
No, we would never. Good law-abiding people here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I was able to figure out my Disney Plus situation. And I watched the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew.
Tell me.
This is the most fun I've had with a Star Wars show ever.
No.
Yeah. It makes sense that this is a show. It's not the super weird length episodes like The Mandalorian. It doesn't feel like rushed like Ahsoka. it's new characters. It's this new ideas. It's essentially the Goonies meets Treasure Island in Star Wars.
I saw one clip of it that
Okay.
makes me want to watch this,
Okay.
and it's that they recreated the Life Day dance, like the hologram where the people
Yeah.
dance out of the portal.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I like that. Is it like
Not.
80s vibey?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it okay? Because I keep
It's
seeing like promo stuff where it reads 80s.
it's Treasure Planet Goonies meets Stranger Things in Star Wars.
Okay, so I'm picturing like teens slash tweens on
Yeah.
an adventure.
Yeah. The poster that I have here is literally kids on speeder bikes. Like
When does it take place?
it takes place around the Mandalorian era, so it's like the New Republic. I don't want to give away too much.
Okay,
But,
don't.
I will give you two actors that are in this that might sell you on it.
Okay.
Jude Law.
Okay.
I can't
like
really
that.
say much about. He's like the
Okay.
main face on the show, and then
Mhm.
the droid is voiced by Nick Frost.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So, and they also did something with a creature from Captain EO.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird pull, Disney.
Well, that was a Lucasfilm production.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So this,
Ooh.
in theory, could make Captain EO canon to the Star Wars universe.
Don't like that.
I kind of do.
I have like
So-
no special place in my heart for Captain EO, and I feel like I should make room, but I just haven't yet.
I don't either, but I just think it'd be funny. Like
It would be.
we
Absolutely.
got rid of that episode of The Simpsons, but you know what's canon in Star Wars now? Captain EO.
Just doors to a Jedi starfighter open up. You hear.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's so cool. I want to watch this. Is it going to be done soon, or is it like many more episodes?
It just started. I think there's 4 episodes out now.
Okay.
I think it's 8 episodes. Some of the directors on this though are impressive. Like the Daniels, who did Everything Everywhere All at Once, directed an episode.
Oh wow. Okay.
John Watts directed the first episode. I did the thing where I was like, I think I know who did the music for this, and I was very close. It was Michael Giacchino's son, Mickey Giacchino. I was like, oh, I knew it was one of them. So
Mickey is the name I would have
Yeah.
guessed is the joke for Michael's son. I'm glad he chose that.
yeah, but yeah, highly recommend this. I'm probably gonna watch the rest of it tonight.
That's cool.
And then yeah, that's all I've got for we watch this. You have anything else?
I don't think no.
Okay.
This has been a busy week. Like you ever have it in your mind where you're like, this week is going to be so relaxing. It's like the lead up to Christmas. It's going to be great. And then it's like weirdly one of the busier weeks you've had in a while.
Oh yeah,
in
absolutely.
my life. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm officially on Christmas break now, so
Yes. Lucky.
yeah. So I'm just getting the podcast out of the way. I'm doing this one and doing one right after it. So
I got to know. I've been asking people this question. It's not one I ask very often. What's your favorite Christmas song, Alan?
oh, let's see. Let me pull up my Christmas playlist that I've been listening to all day.
Ooh, you got to send it to me then.
Do you have Apple Music?
No.
Okay. Well, then I
Then
can't.
don't send it to me then.
You might be able to.
Is it like from movies or just general Christmas
Just
music?
it's a playlist called Another Christmas Playlist.
I like that.
Because I like to name my playlist after songs when I can. So I named it after Another Christmas Song by Stephen
nice.
Colbert.
See, those are the gems I thought that I would get from you. Is like
Yeah.
the Stephen Colbert Christmas songs, like that kind of
I-
stuff.
If we're talking like all time, if we're talking like happy Christmas song, oh man, so many.
Is it Wham? It should be Wham.
I think it's probably Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy by Jack Black and Jason Segel.
I don't know this. This is why I ask.
This was
'cause
a
I love
college
this.
humor video from when Gulliver's Trails came out.
Oh yeah.
It was an animated video of like a sketch of Jason Segel going to Jack Black's house to pick his bushel, and then ends up playing a magical piano. And they just do the whole Bing Crosby David Bowie sketch, but make it pretty freaking awesome.
I love it. I want to see
Um,
this.
yeah. But one of my favorite ones from this year is Jimmy Fallon released a Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't know Fallon released a Christmas album.
Yeah, he released a Christmas album. One that the artist that I really got into like this year, and I wish I would have done this movie for the podcast, was Noel. I added some songs from the soundtrack from a band called Lawrence. It's
Oh, okay.
very like horn heavy pop, like
Oh, that's
funk
cool.
stuff. So
I
I
don't
will.
know Noel either.
I,
Is it a
I
movie?
it's a movie with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader,
Aw.
where they play brother and sister and then dated immediately after they made the movie.
Great.
Yeah. Um, but what's your favorite Christmas song?
Fairy Tale of New York. Because what was the movie you made me watch where that was his favorite one? P.S. I Love You.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because I'm a P.S. I Love You fan.
that was Ryan, not me. So,
Aw, thanks Ryan, if you're still listening.
but also Seth MacFarlane has some good Christmas albums out.
What?
Yeah,
Again, this is why I ask. I don't know these things.
yeah. I added a bunch of Seth MacFarlane last night. Yeah,
Are they swing albums or like jazz albums?
yeah. They're like swing. Yeah, like
It's
Kruger
very cool.
stuff.
I was picturing like Peter Griffin sings the holidays, and it seems like it's not that.
Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done. Ding fries are done.
I was picturing that.
Would you like an apple pie with that?
Cool, what a throwback.
Oh yeah. 2007.
Simpler time.
Yeah, very simpler. In the chat, Ryan says Dominic the Donkey.
Ooh, solid choice.
Solid choice. Yes.
Solid choice.
Shall we get into today's film?
Let's.
All right. So today we're talking about A Clusterfunke Christmas. Let me pull up the IMDb page here. This is a film that I had not seen before, but I had heard of, and Devin didn't, so I made him watch it.
Haven't even heard of it.
Yeah. This is a film written and starring Rachel Dratch and Anna Gasteyer from SNL. It also stars... IMDb has the cast listed weird. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, it starts with Marty and Holly's mom as like the top two billed.
Yeah.
And that's not the
It
case.
stars Vella Lovell and Cheyenne Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
who I know from 30 Rock. So, did you recognize him from 30 Rock or anything?
I didn't recognize Cheyenne Jackson. No, he's from 30 Rock. Who is he in 30 Rock?
He plays the cast member who comes in, who was like the street robot that they like Jack hires off of the street, and then he comes on
Oh
to be a
yeah.
cast member.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
the one who can sing
gotcha.
and makes Jenna's nose bleed. When they do a Christmas duet. So this film is pretty much a parody of the Lifetime Hallmark movie where someone goes from the city into a small town and falls in love with somebody who's from that small town, and then their fiance comes in. Like it's just anything you would expect from one of those movies happens in this. It's a very fun parody of the Lifetime movies, in my opinion. Devin, what did you think of A Clusterfunk Christmas?
First off, I'm glad you're pronouncing it because all of this week I've been telling people, and I think Ryan will attest to this, I've been pronouncing it Clusterfunke because of the umlauts over several of the characters. So glad it's Clusterfunk. Yeah, I'd never heard of this before. You made me watch it. I love this movie. This is so funny, and I'm actually really mad I'd never heard about it, and even more mad that it's impossible to watch over here.
Oh, is it?
I had to do some black magic on my computer yesterday to get this thing to work. But like, man, it is such a fun movie, and like especially if you're me and like have a genuine place in your heart for like Hallmark or Ballmark movies, then like, yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah. So the premise of this is Holly is a hotel executive who travels to this small town in like
Isn't it
Holly
just called
must
like Yule?
yeah. Holly must buy up the Clusterfunk Inn to make it a mega resort, but when she meets Frank and wonders whether she should complete the assignment and go back to her city life or fall in love with him and find the spirit of Christmas.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the movie. Rachel Dratch and Anna Gasteyer play the Clusterfunk sisters who run the inn, and they are very small. They would be the people who you see running an inn in a Hallmark movie. They're behind the times. Everything is written on paper and Post-it notes. They're not modern at all. The most modern computer they have is an iMac from the 1990s. And this film kind of addresses the camera a few times with like how ridiculous these movies are. There were two vendors in a street shop. What was it?
Bits.
What was it? The token.
No, it was something like Touch of Color. I think was like
Yeah.
that was the name of the stand. And I mean, the whole bit was that they were like the only minority characters in this like quote in their words this sea of white, and everything that they were talking about in the conversation was about their colorful products, and everything the main character was talking about was how uniformly white Hallmark movies are. Oh,
They
it's
really
so
are.
good.
Just like this podcast.
Ooh, oh no.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're aware.
That's fair.
Yeah. What were some of your other favorite bits from the movie?
Oh my gosh, I love the product placement bits. So they would do so first off, they would kind of start it. They started the whole thing by an ad for Philadelphia cream cheese, which is like great. But then I love that they would cut to like the day that it was, and there would slowly be like more Maxwell House and Philadelphia cream cheese behind the day calendar. And then when he finally finds her a cup of coffee, it's got Maxwell House written in big letters, and she turns it away from camera and he turns it back. Oh, I love it. I think that's so funny.
There's a lot of like small gags in this like that. In this day and age, I'm at the age where I think if I found a town that didn't serve coffee, I would leave.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah.
We only serve hot chocolate.
Yeah, which is insane. There is a showdown that comes down to a game of cornhole.
Yeah,
with
cornhole.
With fruitcakes. Yes. Devin, what is your opinion on fruitcake?
I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
What?
Yeah.
So okay, there's two kinds, right? There's a kind that's actually pretty good, where there's like legitimate pieces of fruit in it, and it's like a nice spice cake, and it's nice and moist. And then there's the kind where it's just like colored raisins in like a brick of sugar.
Yeah.
And that's the kind I always had as a kid, and I hate it. Poor man, having never had it.
Yeah. I feel like it was cheating to take a bite out of the brick and then throw it.
It was absolutely it was.
That's just me. I'm trying to think. There's not much to talk about with this movie. I didn't really think this through when I picked it.
No, look, I think that I like a lot of what the movie does. And how did you like it as like from a parody standpoint?
I think it does a very good job of making fun of the source material, which is these movies, with it not being too cruel. Because you could make it very cruel and nasty and like go the epic movie route with this. But they do it in kind of like a slapsticky, we're gonna not be in on the joke, but the joke's gonna be there. Like it's gonna be more visual and subtle, like with the coffee or the splash of color in the white sea of white. Like it's gonna
That
be.
was it. Splash of Color is what it was called.
It's small. It's smarter than just going for the low punches. I think it punches high,
It does.
and that's makes it stronger. It's very Mel Brooks esque.
I think that's why I like it so much, because you can tell that what it's making fun of is essentially the kind of ecosphere around these movies,
Yeah.
and not so much the actors, not so much the
Yeah.
people in the movie or the people it's portraying. It doesn't make fun of like the country people that it portrays. It doesn't make fun of the city people or business people. It just kind of makes fun of the formula and the fact that, like, there's only really 4 or 5 plots to these movies.
Yeah.
Like, there was even a conversation where they were like, "Oh, you're from the city. You must be here because your parents died and left you this house in their will." And then
Yeah.
she's like, "No." They're like, "Oh, okay. So that means you're back here because you're connecting to your long lost love." And they're like, "No." And like they
Yeah.
like ran through the 5 Hallmark plots.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, do that.
And they even took a stab at the Lifetime plots where like your abusive ex-husband's on the lam and looking for you. Like,
Yeah, like not really the right time of year, but okay.
yeah.
I think, and then I also like, it was that kind of stuff that really drew me to the movie, and then it was the stuff that they did around like the backstory that they gave her was like generic enough that I really liked, and then I also liked what they did around the business, like her calls with her boss, were some of my favorite parts of the movie, because literally all they would do is just speak business jargon at each other that had no, like, it didn't mean
Yeah.
anything. Like, they're just like, "Hey, we got to make sure this is synergistic," and she's like, "Right, I'll put a pin in that and circle back later." And like, it was like, that makes
Yeah.
no sense, but like, that's the level of like research these Hallmark movies would do. Is they'd be like, "Okay, you're an architect, you're building buildings, here's some generic building jargon, go."
Yeah.
And like, I love it, I love it.
So we talked a bit about Anna Gasteyer and Rachel Dratch.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with their work on SNL at all?
I am more familiar with Rachel Dratch than I am with Anna Gasteyer by far.
Okay.
I know that Anna Gasteyer's, you told me she's in that Sweaty Balls.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that one. I don't know much more about her, but I love Rachel Dratch. I think she's so funny.
I feel like we're missing the opportunity here, Devin, because we both have microphones in front of us.
Yeah.
To be,
Yeah.
We should be talking about our sweaty balls.
Our Sweaty Balls.
Sweaty balls.
I'm not comfortable. Sorry, everybody that's listening.
Nobody can resist my sweaty balls.
If you're Ryan, I'm not sorry.
Yeah. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Yeah, Rachel Dratch, I think, has popped up in more and is more recognizable. Debbie Downer, she's on 30 Rock.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I just think she's such a good comedic talent. And like, I think, because I looked at the IMDb after I watched the movie, and it doesn't get good ratings. Like, I think it's sitting at like a 6.2 out of 10, which is not fair to it. But like, I don't think people understand the movie. Like, if you look under the goofs section, it says in the beginning it's said to be Manhattan, but there's a Canadian flag and a shot on a hill. And when she walks down the street, another Canadian flag flies. That's the point. That's what they were going. That was the joke of the scene.
yeah.
It's not a goof. That's what they wanted.
Now I'm curious, Devin, how did this end for you? Because according to IMDb, filming was completed in half the planned time, so the cast agreed to shoot multiple endings, similar to that of the movie Clue. The audience sees a different ending based on when and where they see the movie. The true ending will be revealed on January 14th, 2025.
What?
Yeah. What ending did you get for this?
Holy shit, that's so cool. I got it when it was the tree lighting ceremony. And at the tree lighting ceremony, he ended up lighting the tree or lighting the bonfire or whatever it was. And then they like had this like kind of rough argument essentially about like what the real meaning of it all was. And then they got together in the end, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the ending I got too.
Okay, good. What are the other endings?
I don't know. I don't know if there is.
I want one of the endings to be that she just leaves. Like when she
Yeah.
goes to leave and she's like saying goodbye to everybody, I want her to just like, and that's the end.
Yeah, it could be. Um,
Shoot, that's really cool, and I want to look up the other endings now.
yeah. Uh, there was a running gag planned about not being able to find coffee that was not originally planned. Supply chain issues following 2020 COVID pandemic meant that no coffee was available in the greater Vancouver area during filming. I would not show up to set if there was no coffee.
No, that's crazy.
Canadian crews are insane.
Good for them. They just run on pure maple syrup.
I was going to say that and ginger ale.
That's, you know what? Fair.
Yeah. You get it?
No.
Canada Dry.
Look what you did there.
Yeah.
So hold on. So under trivia, it says this movie was filmed both concurrently Canadian English and American English. Is
Yeah.
that why there was that joke about the mayor being Canadian?
I think so.
Because that like came from nowhere. Like they're like, "Are you from Canada?" She's like, "No, I'm from Iowa." I'm like, "All right, great."
Yeah. No, I think that is why. But yeah. So we're gonna do a little bit of an exercise here now, Devin.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
We're get a pen and paper or a tablet
Okay.
open. So we're
Okay.
gonna write the plot of our own holiday movie.
Yes,
like
I'm
this.
ready. I'm ready.
All right. So we're gonna do this like Mad Libs.
Okay.
Give me a career path. Like give me a career.
A career is going to be an insurance. No, a mortician.
Mortician. All right.
Yeah.
A mortician from the big city
Yeah.
has to travel to a small town in what state?
I want to go for Maine, but that's too cliche. Let's say North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
Lots of snow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this mortician male or female?
The mortician is. Oh, I like the idea of a female mortician. You don't see them portrayed as female very often. Female mortician.
Female mortician. Okay. Female mortician leaves the big city to go to North Dakota. Why is she in North Dakota?
She's in North Dakota. She's in North Dakota at the behest of her ailing mother.
Her ailing mother. Okay.
Yep.
What's the mother ailing with?
So I want it to be in the end lack of Christmas cheer,
Okay.
but it's going to actually be like the hook that'll get there out there is like she's taken ill and gone to the hospital.
Okay. So the mother is on her deathbed? Or just in the hospital getting a surgery?
I'd say in the hospital getting surgery, and
Okay.
then yeah. Oh, ooh, I got it. I got the plot for it.
Okay.
We're cooking now. Here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What please share with the class.
Okay, great. So this mortician goes to North Dakota because her mother has taken ill and is in the hospital. She then has to go through physical therapy to recover using this town's old-timey, old-fashioned country, ways where she falls in love and learns the true meaning of Christmas through the physical therapist of her mother. And figures out that what was actually missing from both her and her mother's life wasn't actually a pair of functioning legs, but was the true meaning of Christmas. I think I nailed it. I think I got it.
You did too.
Oh my God, for me.
What is the name of the film?
What is the name of the film? Yuletide Therapy.
So I think you could go a little bit deeper. Say the mom slips on a patch of ice and like breaks her leg or hip on the ice.
Oh yeah, okay.
You call it icy patches.
Hot frosty level bullshit there. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a low key Patch Adams sequel. It's what Patch Adams does after the movie.
No.
No.
No Robin Williams sequels without Robin Williams.
Totally fair. I like this. I like what
Yeah.
we've come up with. I think we need to start chopping this around.
Yes. But so how does the mortician part play into it?
The mortician part comes into play because throughout the her time at the physical therapist's office, she is constantly being made the joke, well, I guess someone's not used to working with live patients. And then also she will make fun of and criticize their lack of sterile facilities that she's used to. And that's what causes the initial butting of the heads between her and the hunky love interest physical therapist. But there's got to
Okay.
be some kind of emergency too, that she gets called in and gets to use her. Okay, this is how they connect. This is how they connect. Is it's a snowstorm. It's the middle of a snowstorm, and hunky guy is setting up his church's nativity scene, but the wig keeps falling off of Mary. The face keeps getting askew on baby Jesus, and the limbs for Joseph are all over the place. But she can or lives very close to, or her mom lives very close to the nativity scene of the church. She swoops in and uses her mortician skills and tricks of the trade to help not just dress up Mary and Joseph and Jesus in a lifelike way, but also make them very secure so the stuff won't fall off in the next snowstorm. That's it, and that's how they bond. And their hands touch over top of baby Jesus, and that's when the music starts playing.
What's the music that starts playing?
Want it to be all I want for Christmas is
No. Yes. No. It's Little Drummer Boy by William Shatner. Have you ever heard the version of that?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Give me the drums once. I'll do my Shatner impression. Okay, I can't hear the drums. Never mind.
Oh, darn. I tried.
Do yourself a favor if you haven't
Yeah.
heard it, because I'm not going to do it on the show. But
Darn.
find the William Shatner version of Little Drummer Boy and just listen to the first verse and stop there.
He's so funny. Like, he
He
just
is.
leans into what he is. Like, that's my favorite bit of it.
Friend of the show, William Shatner. Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
You've met him. That's
I have.
incredible, by the way.
Yeah. That's one of the highlights of my year.
I can imagine.
That's probably
I
the
can't
coolest thing I did this year. So.
I can't believe that was this year, by the way.
Yeah.
That feels like years ago.
Oh, yeah. You're telling me.
This was a long year.
Yes, it was.
Oof.
Yeah. He gets it. But okay. So, does the mortician's ex come into play at all?
See, I want there to be some kind of other than flirty tension. So that's the one thing I like that this movie did. Was that it brought the ex in, and then the ex was the person who, ooh, small town, let me get you a coffee. And, like, he was the juxtaposition between that and the love interest.
Okay. What if? So they keep making jokes about her only being used to working with dead people.
Yeah.
What if the boyfriend is like super goth, like very into like Marilyn Manson? He's like, I can't believe all these people are so cheery. Like he's so against Christmas and the colors of the town that he's just wearing black all the time, eyeliner, like.
I like that. And then it plays into the dead person thing. I like that a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. I'm on board. Board.
But then once she leaves him, like every time you see him again, like there's more color in his costuming, and then he's like the king of Christmas Town.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's it. And it's a good character arc for him
Yeah.
because he's learned to take in more. Yeah, I like
And
this.
then, but you don't see any of that happen on screen because in the sequel you get to see like a Grinch type story, where
From him.
yes,
Oh, so the sequel is actually his transformation
yes,
into. Ooh,
it's a
okay.
Grinch parody.
I'm.
Jim
His
Carrey wants
name
to
has
find
to be like. His name has to be like Thad or something.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. There you go.
No, Blitzen.
Blitz. And he's like pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Like, no, that'll be it. Like they call like his name is like B Money or something like that until like someone at the town discovers that his driver's license says like Blitzen James Christoph or something.
His
This is
family.
it.
His family was part of the Donner Party.
Oh no!
Or no. Maybe his name is Rudolph Blitzen.
And then that's his tragic backstory for the sequel.
Yeah,
We have a franchise cooking
we
here,
do.
man.
Yeah.
Pirates, Hallmark. Dang it.
Yeah. Let's get off this call.
Can we just send them this?
No. We got to write a
No.
screenplay. We got to pitch
Okay.
it properly. Yeah. Let's sell this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And then next year we'll be able to celebrate Christmas like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2.
With a
Lost in
large
New York.
pizza in a limo.
Yes. To a toy store.
You act like I wouldn't do exactly that.
No, like if you and I could go to a toy store in 1993 with Kevin McAllister money in a limo,
Yeah.
like we'd be set.
We'd have the best time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd buy all of the like Spider-Man and Power Ranger toys. Like, yeah. Well,
Yeah, they'd be good for the year.
oh yeah.
Based on us.
Yeah.
Oh man. What did you think? By the way, what did you think of All I Want for Christmas Is Fruit? Did you think that was funny?
I was like, that's Maya Rudolph singing. And then I looked it up. I was like, yep, that's Maya Rudolph singing.
Did you tell us Maya Rudolph already?
I just know her singing voice enough from watching like Big Mouth.
Oh, sure.
So I recognized it immediately. It was fun.
I love Maya Rudolph.
I want to add that to my Christmas playlist.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So, yeah, highly recommend this. If you're watching this in the States, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. So,
If you're watching this in the UK, text me. I'll tell you how to watch it.
Oh man, you have to go see Kraven the Hunter in theaters, and then Devin will tell you.
It's part of it.
Yes, it's the post-credit scene to Kraven the Hunter.
Wait, was there a post-credit scene? We didn't
No.
talk about this.
No, they killed that universe. Like Sony's like, yeah, we're not making villain movies
No more.
anymore. Which they should have said after, Venom 2. But hey, that's just me. But yeah, that's all
This
I've
was
got.
a fun movie.
This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me watch this.
Yeah. Is this going to make your Christmas rotation?
Yes. If I can find a more stable way to watch it, absolutely.
What is your Christmas rotation movie-wise?
So Muppet Christmas Carol is like the big one. I have to watch a Rankin and Bass thing. So any of the Rudolph or Santa Claus is coming to town, one of those. And that's it.
While I ate my lunch today, I watched Rudolph on VHS on my CRT TV.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta watch it.
Oh yeah. Gotta say, it's kind of a dick.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Since when did Rudolph get political?
Wait, Rudolph's political?
It's very inclusionary. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's a story about making sure people are included. Like I know there's somebody on the internet like, I can't believe Rudolph is political now. Like it's the same story. Like I just know someone's gonna be out there being like, I wish they would take this politics out of my special from 1964. Like it's the same story it's always been.
It's the same politics from 1964 is probably the bad part of it all.
Yeah.
Rudolph.
Let's get off of the soapbox and end this thing.
Hold on. Is the Rudolph's nose noise as annoying as I remember it being, or is it?
Oh, it's yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good for them.
I tried watching Jingle All the Way on VHS before I put in Rudolph, but there's a ripple in the VHS tape, so every there was a line going through the screen every 5 seconds. I can't do this.
What a solid starting point, though. I love that movie.
Yeah. Put the cookie down.
Nobody likes you, Booster. So good.
Double man. Leave my wife alone. I saw Monterosa Aquay, Ogdenville, and North Havenbrook. What?
Who's the neighbor in that movie?
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman is such a good, creepy neighbor in that.
Phil Hartman is a national treasure and gone way too soon.
He's so good. I know.
Yeah.
What a shame. He's genuinely one of the standout characters for me in that movie.
He is. That's part of the reason I watch it. I think Schwarzenegger is good in that too, but Phil Hartman and Sinbad and little Anakin Skywalker, Like
Aw,
it's so 90s.
it's so good.
Yeah. The only thing it's missing is Danny DeVito. And then it would be the perfect Arnold Schwarzenegger comedy.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Speaking of, I want to know how many people, now that we're circled back to what we watched, I wonder how many people are going to say that Carry On's a Christmas movie now. I bet more than we think they will.
Is it because it's a Christmas holiday when people are traveling?
It takes place on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Yep. For me, I'm gonna watch Muppet Christmas Carol, Home
Nice.
Alone, Scrooged.
Oh, yeah.
I've got that VHS ready to go. And what else? Batman Returns.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
What is your favorite version of Christmas Carol? I think I know the answer, but I think I want to hear you say it. Because you have two on your list.
It is tough between the two of them.
Yeah.
I think Muppet Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I'm going to say Girls or Girlfriends Past.
Is that the Christmas Carol movie?
Yeah, it's literally his ex-girlfriends coming to visit him on Christmas Eve.
I didn't know that. I've never seen that movie.
Are you sure? I feel like they played it at the drive-in once, and I
Then
was
I
there with
certainly
you.
was not paying attention
Yeah,
to
you
it. I was
definitely
doing
weren't.
anything else.
Yes. Yeah, it's not a good movie. But no, I think Muppets or Scrooged. I need to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Audible version read by Patrick Stewart.
Oh, that might be your favorite version.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I've got on A Clusterfunk Christmas.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I think that does it for the episode.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we're going to be recording next week. If we do, it'll
Mm-mm.
probably be over the weekend. And maybe we'll do like a year-end special.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
just talking about things that we watched this year and our favorites and worst of the year. Because there's still some movies from this year that I need to see that I haven't yet.
Same here.
Like Alien Romulus and not Gladiator 2.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, the sharks in the Coliseum may have sold me on it. So,
Yeah, man, it's so cool. It's so stupid, but it's so cool.
yeah. Until next time, for You Have to Watch This podcast, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I'm Alan,
And I'm Devin.
and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Schwatty balls.
Oh, dude.